My spirit, ghost or soul, hovered, floating in midair in the hospital room, where my body lay limp. I was watching the scene unfold below, as the man I called father for 16 years harshly pushed Mother away, her frail body crumbling to the ground, tears streaming down her face. Since heart disease worsened, she hasn't been taking good care of herself, and these last days have been hard on her. Why didn't you give doctors the money I gave you? It's because you didn't that she died. Mother's sobs echoed, her face twisted in rage and grief. Stop it already, Father shouted back. She was already a cripple who was going to die anyway. Why would I give that money when John needed it? He is healthy and has a life. Mother slipped down further on the floor, onto her knees, wailing. She's my daughter. I worked hard for her. Father's response cut deep. Even in death, I felt pain and surprise, because my mother kept this secret well that I didn't know a thing about this. Your daughter? My father paused for emphasis. She, like John, were just adopted. We just adopted her, and she was a curse to our life. I told you we should have left her long ago. At least John is my son. His words trailed off, realizing he said too much. What I mean, we adopted him, he is our son, and a healthy one at that. He slammed the door, leaving Mother crying, broken on the floor. My spirit followed him. Something about him felt wrong. I floated out the door, into the parking lot, where he stood with John and a woman talking. The girl is finally dead. You all wait for some time. All I have to do now is take everything from her, while she's still down mourning. Then we can start our life together. My ghostly eyes widened in horror. What does that man mean? They want to steal Mother's money and properties? John glanced at the woman. So, Mother, you have already finished with the plans, right? My spirit screamed silently. No, that's John's real mother. What's going on? But then realized Father was John's father, and this woman must be his mother. Wait, Mother? My ghostly body weakened. Mom? So my father cheated on my mother, brought his son into our family, made Mom take care of him. Now they want to steal everything from her? I couldn't take it. I shouted to anyone out there, God or whoever could hear. Please, please bring me back to life. Please don't let them destroy such a good woman, my mother. Then a voice came to me. You can't change what's happening now, but we can take you back in life, to change your mother's destiny. My spirit spun towards the voice, hopeful. Really? Oh, please, yes, anything. But handle it well. Your second chance comes with great cost. I didn't care. Any cost was worth saving Mother. Anything, I'll pay anything. Just save my mom. I jolted awake, gasping for air, convinced I was slipping away. Then I realized I was 15 again. Exactly 1 year before my heart would fail. Before my heart disease worsened. My chest still ached with the echo of that final beat, but my mind was fully awake, filled with every secret I'd uncovered in the afterlife. My mother hovered over me, brush in hand, humming our favorite song. In that moment, I understood my second chance. I had to protect her from the lies and greed that nearly destroyed us. I hugged her so tight. I love you, Mother, I said. Where is that coming from? She said shyly, but her wide smile betrayed her. You love me too, don't you, Mom? I teased her. Of course I do. You are my lovely, cute child. Just then, John came in. What about me, Mother? He asked, faking hurt. You guys always cuddle each other and leave me out. I understood what he was playing, but I won't allow this bastard to play with my mom's feelings. As I saw my mom softening, I acted as if my arm hurts. Ouch, I said, grabbing my mother's attention. What is it, honey? She asked, worry etched on her face. It's okay, Mom. Can we go eat? I'm hungry and I miss your cooking. She rolled her eyes. You just ate it yesterday before going to sleep, she replied. I did? I feigned ignorance. Well, maybe I slept too much and I forgot. We laughed as she took me to the kitchen to get me something to eat. Not to lie, when I was sick, I really ate her food. As I passed John, I gave him an unreadable stare. I know he could do nothing. My mother loves me more than him. But I knew I had to keep my guard up. He knows how to play with others' feelings. Within days, I noticed the first sign of betrayal. My father slipped an envelope into my mother's purse, whispering, his voice filled with love and warmth. I was passing by their room and saw all of this. I knew it was all a lie. He stood in their room, his eyes filled with warmth. I need money, some unexpected expenses arose. Mother opened her wallet, but I wasn't going to let her be scammed. I had overheard Father on the phone earlier. He was talking to a mysterious woman. His voice low and gentle. "I miss you too, just hang in there. John is doing well. Don't worry, she still doesn't suspect anything." As he hung up, I stepped back. I knew that was John's real mother. But I burst in the room. "Mom, I need money for school assignments," I said. "Deadline's soon." Mother hesitated and Father glared at me. But Mother chose me. I knew she would. She loves me so much. "Here, sweetie," she said. "Take this for your projects." She handed me the cash, then turned to Father. "Dear, you can wait. I'll handle your expenses later." Father's face fell. I smiled slightly, knowing I'd interrupted his plans. A man who can't work hard for himself. And not only does he scum such a good woman, he also cheat on her. I swore not to let him win this time. As I left Mother's room, I reminded her, "Mummy, you have to eat well, stop overworking, and give yourself time too." "I love you, Mom," I said. She smiled weakly. "I love you too, thank you for worrying." Next morning, I caught Father and John talking. "She's changed, not the gullible girl she used to be. Did she catch up with something?" "She is trying to spoil our plans," Jung said. Father nodded. "Her attitude towards you shifted too. She's suspicious," John added. "And she's influencing her mother against us." Father's face darkened. "We must act fast before she ruins everything." I sneered. "Act first? Everything has already changed for you," I thought. I waited patiently for the perfect moment as I saw them engrossed on watching TV. Mother was busy in the kitchen. My chance to uncover the truth. I snuck into Father's bathroom and grabbed his hairbrush, plucked a few strands of his hair, then quickly hid the brush again. And next, it was John's room. I borrowed his dirty laundry basket, pulled out a worn t-shirt, cut a piece of the collar where his skin cells would be, then returned the basket, exactly as I found it. I had the samples, now the test. I used my pocket money, $200, to buy a discreet DNA testing kit online. No one suspected a thing. I labeled the samples. For comparison, I mailed them to the lab anonymously, waiting anxiously for results to confirm what I suspected. This was more for my mom. I needed evidence. At school, I replayed scraps of overheard phone calls between my father and his parents. They demanded more help for their household, pressing my mother for cash she didn't have. One Sunday, when my grandmother peeked into Mom's purse to borrow money, I wrenched the bag from her hands and glared at her until she let go. My mother's eyes widened with gratitude and shock. She'd never seen me so fierce. "Mimi, don't be like that to them," she said to me when we were alone. "They are your family." I smiled inside. My family, those were the words my mom always used before I died. But after my death, I understood that she just wanted me to get along with them, to have a place I belong. After all, I wasn't part of them. All in all, I had no family, apart from my loving mother. So now, I don't care. I spent nights poring over our family ledger, cataloging every withdrawal my father made. When his parents visited next, I snuck ledger pages into my mother's sewing kit. Later, as they counted coins in the living room, she found the pages and matched the dates. The sums missing far exceeded what Mom intended for groceries or utilities. One evening, I guided her to the dusty filing cabinet, where my father kept receipts. I pointed at the bracketed dates. Her intuition confirmed. He was siphoning her savings to support his other family. Tears filled her eyes, but her grip on the paperwork hardened. She knew she had the proof she needed. But that was not enough. I was wondering when my results would come in. The mail arrived and my heart was racing. I grabbed the envelope and tore it open, scanned the results. As I thought, this wasn't my evidence, I already knew this. This was my mother's evidence. Father was John's real father. They shared DNA. Father and son. I folded the paper, my mind reeling, then hid it in Mother's favorite handbag, the one she always used, near her wallet, so she'd find it soon, the last nail to destroy Father's lies. That evening, Mother grabbed her bag, headed to her weekly book club. I watched her leave, knowing Father's downfall was imminent. Mother would discover truth and throw him out of her life finally. That night, as rain pattered against our window, I crawled into my mother's arms. I pressed my forehead to her chest, feeling her heartbeat surge with both strength and sorrow. I whispered wordlessly, the only plea my soul could muster. Leave him. Free yourself from his betrayal. Mom cradled me tight, tears warming my hair. She kissed my forehead and promised she would find a way. By dawn, she'd drafted divorce papers and spoken to a family lawyer. Now at 16, I stand beside my mother in our sunlit kitchen. No envelopes exchanged. No hidden accounts. No more dreams of betrayal. My heart, once destined to fail, beats steady and strong, nourished by truth and unwavering love. We've rewritten our fate together. Every thump reminds me that even the smallest heart can hold the power to protect, confront injustice, and demand real freedom.